Hello, I am really glad to welcome you at our today's webinar, which will be about our Horizon system called pattern number 3. We will go deeply to our nuances of the pattern and so on. Definitely stay here if you would like to find new ways how to make money on the markets. This pattern is very easy to trade. Definitely, if you are also profitable trader or professional trader, stay here and look at how we trade it also and how we make money with this pattern. Okay, just fast introduction who I am and who we are. We are a team of professional traders. Our academy is called Trading Academy. We trade stocks, futures, forex, and cryptocurrencies. And what is the aim of this academy? We would like to improve our trading, and we are working in a team. We help each other. Also, we would like to share our knowledge to more people to find the ways how to be profitable with trading, with the system, and so on. My name is Marek. My nickname of trading in this trading community is Hawk, Mark Hawk, and I've been trading full time for 2 years. And I've been trading full time for 2 years. I graduated 5 years ago from University of Economics, so I am really glad and happy that I am working in the field I studied. I love very much trading. So this is our short introduction, and let's look at our webinar and our timing. Definitely don't hesitate to ask any question during the webinar. I will check the chat on our YouTube channel and you can ask any question. Also, I will be asking your question also to make sure that you are focused on the webinar, that you are involved. It's very for me important to have this webinar interactive. It will be more like workshop. So no questions so far. Let's look at our webinar. Okay, today webinar is called Profitable Trades by simply using Horizon X tools. So, what we will find in this webinar, you will learn a new profitable pattern of price action of our trading system Horizon X. We will also touch some of our know-how and new laws of price action, as we call this here in our academy, and its structure which can improve your trading and profitability for any system you are using. For example, if you are trader using indicators MACD, CCI, RACI, moving averages, and many others. You can combine this pattern with your indicator system and for example, for your timing of the trade and so on. You can also use acquired knowledge for long-term, middle-term, and short-term trading for any market, not only Forex and futures. We will look at the different markets with our examples and the time frame, of course. So let's look at the webinar structure. First of all, we will look at the explanation of our Horizon X pattern with static examples. We will look at the logic of the pattern, what is behind, why the pattern is working, and so on. Then we will look at a results demonstration of our students who are trading our Horizon X pattern, and then we will look at test flight of the pattern and moving charts. Also, we open several trades. I believe that I have one of them open, so we can look at this pattern on real markets. And then we will share with you our training tips for your trading and how to improve your pattern results to get better statistical numbers and more profits from the pattern. Okay, so let's go directly to our pattern and what is behind. Definitely don't hesitate to ask any question. So first of all, we have the market GBP/USD. This should be 1 minute time frame and how pattern is working. The pattern consists consists of few elements. The first one is momentum movement. I will describe here just for your better understanding here. We have this is impulsive movement down, for example. We have then market starting consolidating here, and after the consolidation, market create second leg. So we have this first leg, momentum movement, then we have consolidation, and then we have another movement. We have several parameters about this momentum movement. We will look at it during more examples, but this is our pattern. And then what we like to see actually is that we need to see correction. We need to see correction to this structure, and when the fractal is formed, we would like to speculate on the continuation of this overall movement down because we have probabilities on our side. In that case, we have around 70% probability that market is able to refresh its movement. And if you are opening the position with risk reward ratio about 1 to 1, you are making money. And with this pattern and with your scale and more, let's say, horizon scenarios involved, you are able to make much more, and you are limiting your risk during the trade. As much use as you can, and you can aim for better opportunities in general. So when fractal is formed, you are speculating short, and yeah, this is the pattern. This is the idea of the pattern, and this is how we are making money on the market with the pattern. So let's look at this example, and you see here is this impulsive movement down, consolidation. We have another impulsive movement which is very strong here. Then we have retest, and then markets going down. This is the first example. This pattern also working the same way for long, of course. If you would like to buy, also working, of course. We have Dow Jones 1 hour time frame. The moment you see impulse movement down, consolidation, impulsive movement down, correction here, and again market going down. Hey, it is just not like bearish flag. No, it is not flag. Like you mean candle. You have like consolidation like flag here. But Daniel is asking. Daniel Rupelia, hi, is this just not called bearish flag? No, in this pattern, a bearish flag look like usually this way. That we have, for example, impulsive movement down, then market is going sideways, which is calling flag. We would like to see also another impulsive movement, and then we are trading this retest at this consolidation, this retest of this consolidation, and I will say you why. I hope, Daniel, that it is the answer for your question. Let's look at weekly Kividor Forex. Again, impulsive movement down, consolidation, impulsive movement down, correction, and markets going down from this key breakout level in this case. Okay, why is this pattern working that way? We need to think about what is the behind the movement, why the impulsive movement is actually formed. What is behind? It is behind the movement is caused of big orders, of course. And who is behind the big orders? Not retail trader. It is banks. These kind of players are banks, big institutional players, big institutional traders who can move the markets. So in this case, if you are trading with this in general with impulsive movement, impulse movements, then you are at, let's say, smart money side. They use this, they know that overall order flow is down. And when you find this consolidation, it's meaning that market is actually gaining more traders involved, and the orders and the money are accumulating to make another movement. If it will be up and down depends, but if market is able to perform another continuation of the movement, it means that overall order flow of this market is actually for short, for bears are in control in this moment. If market is able to do this correct movement, then it's better to speculate with this smart money involved. And actually, if you see this consolidation, it's very important to speculate on this consolidation and why. Uh, Maybe I will ask you, why do you think it's good to speculate on this consolidation? Why we not just trade only this flip, the moment? Why, why we are counting on this consolidation? Uh, meanwhile, when you will be thinking about the question and answering me, I will check the chat and I see just Kletus. By the way, hello Kletus, is asking me, do you record your presentation for the future listening? Of course, this webinar will be available on our YouTube channel, and you can look at this webinar whenever you want. Okay, Daniel is answering me. Uh, We wait for a build-up. The market makers have already decided to move impulsive down. Uh, yeah, it's. I think this is good answer. I hope that I understand you correctly, but I will explain you if we understand each other. Because we know that after this consolidation, we have many orders, many traders involved, and more money here. So actually, we have bigger volume also. If you look at this, it means that if you look at this from point of view of banks, they know that many traders have orders and there is this volume. It means that there is a liquidity. Liquidity is very important for the markets because from the function, or from the theory of the markets and from the economic theory, the markets exist because or their main goal is perform the transaction of give people opportunity for transaction. And here you have a lot of orders here. So if banks and let's say smart money know that they are waiting here a lot of orders here, and they know that they are able to move the markets, and they know that many participants are waiting for this, let's say, flip and so on, they can use this liquidity to gain more bigger position. So they are able to push the market with the algorithms and so on. High frequency trading systems to this place and gain the position because, for example, many traders open the position here. Maybe they were right, so they are in just in open profit here, but they put the stop losses on break even to this, to the level of the entry, meaning that they have the stop losses here in case that banks know that they can push the market here and they can take their stop losses to gain their position and put the markets below with bigger size and they can make more money. So this is the logic behind. Standard, let's say theory and like what is on the internet is that you see the flip like here, for example, okay, market going down, we are just this flip and going down, but we have this consolidation and sometimes market can do this false breakouts here, take the stop losses of the weak players and going down. Did this happen too sometimes that you open the position market just got your stop loss and then were going down in the direction you were speculating on? If yes, stay here because we will look at different tactics, how to prevent let's say, let's say not very useful tactics what is thought on the internet, and to prevent your let's say trading decisions, to not put your stop loss in bad zones, let's say, but be more calculative. This is our horizon system, and this is why we use the name horizon, because we are working with levels and so on. Do you use the stop loss in this strategy? Daniel is asking, of course, and we use stop loss. By the way, where would you put your stop loss here? If you see this this pattern number three, Daniel, if you are able this answer, if you are able to answer this question, it would be really good. We have impulsive movement down here, consolidation, impulsive movement down. You see this fractal form. You open position here, for example. Where would you put your stop loss? Top of the build-up. Exactly. Ideally, we should use the stop loss above this structure, because the structure is also barrier. So it's logical, because we are counting that banks can put the markets a little bit above the structure to gain the position. So it's very logical to have stop losses above. Good answer. Thank you. Okay, let's look at another. Okay, we don't have more examples. So before we will look at the pattern on moving charts, I would like to also show you the results of our students, what they were able to achieve. Just a second. Now you should see our statement of our student, and you see that he was trading here Euro USD, Australian dollar USD. Also, let's look more down. A lot of markets, mainly Forex, GPUSD also, and so on. But let's look at the equity. Uh, After deposit, $5,000. His final balance after few months of trading was almost $12,000. So really good results and nice equity with the small drawdowns is very important. So here the equity looks very well, and I would say it's professional result, very good result here. Also, you can see below the statistics and how he was able to perform. And yeah, let's look at his gross profit, $8,000, and his gross loss, $1,000 only. It's really it's perfect result actually. Let's look at another. I will check this one. Uh, it should be it's these are trading results for 2 months. And you see this equity here, it's not so perfect in the moment, but I see that trader has a little bit struggle here. He was like not making money, but he was not losing money. But with this pattern, with deposit $400, the balance in the end was $780. So also good results. On Forex, you can trade this pattern with the size whatever you want, how much your balance is. You will just adjust your size of the position based on your risk management and money management, of course. Okay, so that was just quick show off of our pattern. And let's look at moving charts. I just checked the question if there is. There is no question, so let's move at the moving charts. Uh, just by the way, maybe I will show you also. I opened today a trade with this pattern, and we can check what I saw there. Let's look here. Yeah, we opened today this trade, as you see. Let's look at M15. and let's look how it's working. Uh, I opened trade exactly here in line with the horizon pattern just I was showing you. We have impulsive movement down, consolidation, and impulsive movement down, but there was like micro consolidation. I timed this time frame from I believe 5 minutes. Yeah, here you see that we've seen this impulsive movement. There was like consolidation, small consolidation, and after retesting this consolidation here, I opened the trade exactly here. Stop loss, I used this big stop loss because it was for, let's say, this trade for bigger movement I'm speculating on. But the timing, I used this hour pattern, and you could also scalp it just here with bigger position just for refreshing at least this structure. But from the point of view of this trade, I am just combining this from high structure target, which I will also show you on this webinar. So stay here definitely. You see that now we are in the open profit. I believe it should be. Let's look. Okay, about $100 in the moment. So yeah, just I think I opened the trade 1 hour ago. My risk reward here, you see here. I hope that you will see. This is my stop loss here. My risk is here, and my reward here is here. You see that very low risk, big potential, big probabilities on our side. Let's look at moving charts because I would like to show you the pattern how it is working on. Unfortunately, I would like to show you the timing of the pattern and so on, and I am not able to perform on real charts because charts and markets do not wait for me. I need to hunt the opportunities. So in this case, we will use let's say our tester, but definitely this is the best way how you can learn. And also I will present you our trade management, different tactics of trade management, and so on. So let's look here. I select GBUSD because it's very volatile market with really nice risk reward ratio and so on. So you as a trader need movements for making money, of course. Here I know because we select for 1 day and it was 2023 of May. I did it on purpose because it was a very interesting day. Market hits actually it's a very important level, support level on weekly time frame. And as you see, market was very oversold, which actually means that maybe it will be nice time to speculate on some rebounds and open long positions. Okay, I'm just checking the question now. I need to check your question more importantly and more often because now I think there will be a lot of things not maybe easy. So for at the first time, but the things and logic is very easy. But at the first time, it can be a little bit difficult. Here again, as you see, I'm speculating more on long rebounds and so on. So let's look at M15 time frame. Just what is happening here. We have this important support, market generally order flow slowing down. We have like impulse movement down here, but the dynamics is slowing down. So probably I would say that market could try again retest this level here. Okay, we will scalp this pattern at 1 minute time frame. It's so our main time frame for scalping this pattern, but you can use whatever time frame you want, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour. Uh, this pattern is universal because it's working with the logic. We just start our session because you see here that market opened 9 o'clock at the London time. We use London time here. And you see that market just going down. So if you, I'll just cross check what is happening in M15. Still, market is going down, but this weekly support is not just line, it is some zone. Okay, still going down. Also, it's very important uh, to make sure that you are trading this pattern with several things around, uh, which we also teach our students on our course. But it would take very long time, and we cannot share this webinar. But you see that market is retesting again from 1 hour time frame this level. We are still in a huge downtrend. But once market is able to perform some rebounds from the level, I would wait for long. Definitely for me, it's too late to short the market because after this big movement, there is also big probability that in the end market will try to rebound. I will a little bit speed it up. Okay, let's find our pattern here. Okay, as you see, markets has just started rebounding, and for our scenario, is best way to spot some long situations. So I will use this red rectangle for drawing or marking our consolidation levels. So we have first consolidation. One of the parameter of our pattern is that we need specific movement of this momentum movement, first and second leg, like border of this pattern. In the middle we have this consolidation. The momentum movement should be at least 100 pips, 10 points for 1 minute time frame. If you use a different time frame, it should be a little bit more. And also here, ideally also here. So this is kind of our pattern. And ideally, we also should see a momentum candle, like a big one, not many candles, but ideally just one. It means that big players are involved and they are taking the markets. They are controlling the markets. So in this case, it's not actually the best, but we can trade it if there will be a nice opportunity with the timing. Let's see what will happen. Also, we have another consolidation here. I'm just checking the questions. Okay, Daniel is asking for this strategy, do you need a prior trend to be in place? And also, which time frames and assets does it work best? Not commodities. Okay, yeah, I think this pattern, I think I know that this pattern is working in different time frames and different commodities. Also, we use time frame one for pro direction. Of course, it's better because it give you, let's say, better statistic advantage in general. So yeah, of course, you need to take in account general scenarios. This pattern is specific for, let's say, timing. You need to put this pattern into overall situation of the markets. It's better. Also, if you are more skilled, it's better for you. If you have any system which is working for you, also better for you. We use Horizon system in general and put this pattern as we use like Horizon system. It's more about this level and accumulation levels, false breakouts, and so on. Like for me, these are the tactics which work the best. And in general, we use this pattern for futures, for indexes like Nasdaq. We use this pattern for Brent oil, and so on. So definitely, this pattern, the logical pattern, is working everywhere, everywhere. Okay, let's move on. Okay, we see now impulsive went up, so we have our consolidation here, but it is not so here. It is not so strong, let's say. Also, this is perfect if you use some alerts. If you spot this pattern, put their alerts and yeah, trade it. Okay, we have okay. This is now a very interesting situation because we have like two consolidation here, and for me, we will also will show you probably different tactics. For me, what I am thinking about is that opening long here in this situation, like put stop loss below and speculate on this level. It's also risk reward ratio is still not very good here, so I'm just waiting. And also we have this level here, and which is also very interesting for the players because they can also gain the position here. So I am waiting what will happen. Okay, so market is reacting on the zone. You see this reaction on the zone, but for me, because of poor risk reward ratio, I didn't want to I didn't want to open the trade here. Okay, I will slow down a little bit because market is going down. For me, it's a very interesting zone below because good risk reward ratio, and also you need to think about from the position of the players, big players, where they can gain the position more. And we are just going to the main impulsive zone, as mentioned, because we see this micro consolidation, better impulsive movements here than here. So for me, it's more clearer. And when fractal is formed, I would like to open long. Let's wait. Okay, I see just market perform fractal. We've seen also, if you are familiar with more patterns, I see more patterns of price action there, but for us it's important fractal. Also, if you look at the risk reward ratio, very nice. We have stop loss below, entering point actually very nice, and we can speculate for refreshing at least this level. But in general, this should be, I believe, that market should go more upper because of support and like changing of the context and all of the flow. I am just opening the position, one lot, stop loss below. Just open the position here. You can see my stop loss. This is my entry level. Okay, let's move forward. What will happen? Market is going against, but we have this nice engulfing candle, kind of. So market looks very good. Okay, just I'm checking the question. How many pips ideal for impulsive move before retest? Demil is asking. Ideal for 1 minute time frame is as mentioned 100 pips for this candle for impulsive movement, let's say. Here it is like really 116 in the moment I see. So yeah, it this is our limit, which and market is going out up of course. just going to our first target and okay, let's see. I believe it's a really nice time to fix the position. You see how much fixed rate ratio we gained at the moment, and I'm closing $160 around profit and moving further. Okay, market is even going much further. You see that the direction of the level, how market is going to the level. It's like no flip here, no just like usual stuff what is told in the internet. Okay, a little bit up. I'm just checking what is happening here. I like in the moment that market is able to now it's for me it's like different kind of situation because market uh, just break this level with impulsive movement up. We have retest here, and if market is able to hold above, also another opportunity for trading this pattern. We also use different kind of pattern in our horizon strategy. This is only one. We have six for timing, and we have around 25 scenarios. I'm not sure in the moment, but we share this with the people, with the clients. Okay, let's check what will happen. I am just thinking about opening a long position again because we have impulsive movement up, correction, retest, probably retest if there will be like a good retest. Also, I see many buyers here. Nice opportunity to open long again, at least for a refreshment of this high. By the way, I haven't spoken about different tactics of this trade management of this pattern. We have three type of tactics, and just quick share. We have, as you've seen, we have this impulsive pay. I will a little bit because of camera here. You see, you see the pattern here. We have impulsive movement up, consolidation, impulsive movement up. We have three types of entry tactics. We uh, we have like first touch tactic. If market is able to go to this consolidation, just touch, and from fractal we can open the position. It's more aggressive tactic. Then we have second one, market. Again, we have this consolidation, the second one. And after this impulsive movement, market is retesting this level here, but is going deeper to the consolidation and fractal is formed. It means that banks and the big players want more bigger position. They want to use this liquidity here of these players and push the market. And the third one and let's say my favorite one is with false breakout. Market perform our pattern going up again. We have this place of consolidation and market in the end going down, break the level, break this consolidation, going up, and when fractal here is formed, this is really nice opportunity to open along here. Why it is so secure? Because the banks and big players were able to actually smash everybody here. Just our players had stop losses below this level. They were able to force the market go down, and in the end they gain the position here, and it's actually a very ideal situation for opening long or short position with this pattern, and it's the most secure one in case of probabilities. And also because it's less probable that in the end, if market is able to going back with false breakout, it's less probable that market will try to retest the your stop loss because everybody here was already hit by let's say smart money or manipulators. Yeah, exactly, Daniel. Stop loss hunting. Exactly, exactly. uh, we have also this kind of pattern, and this is why also I was thinking about scenario. It was also here. It was false breakout here. In the end, they also gained this position here. So somebody was able to uh, move the market, or somebody, many players involved in the end were speculating on this, and after that they push the market up. Nice opportunity. Okay. So this scenario in the end, let's see what will happen. But I didn't open let's say position here because I would gain not really good risk reward ratio, because I would speculate only for this level in the moment. And as you see, I would must open position here with stop loss below. It's not like one to one. Maybe, maybe, but I didn't see that way in the moment. We also need to count with the slippage. Okay, let's move forward and let's finish our trading day, because it's here we see that we have at least 2 hours for trading, just trading these situations on the USD. This market, this pattern can be used on every market, as I showed you today. I just opened the Canadian yen pair, Canadian dollar, of course. Okay, here also we see similarly the pattern. We have consolidation, impulsive movement up. Let's check our volatility here. It's like around 100 pips. Good. Okay, if you have any question, just ask. Maybe you would like to ask about take profits, how we are working with our take profits. Okay, market is going up. We have two types of take profit, like more than two types, of course. We have like two basic ones, but four types. Okay, the first one is that we use 80% of daily ATR one day. I hope ATR. Okay, let's do it that way. Sorry. We have 80% of daily ATR. If market, if we are spotting, let's say, some beginning of the movement, and this pattern is performed with big volume, and we are able to ensure at least one risk reward ratio for first target, then we are able to speculate for bigger movement, which could be, let's say, the range of average range of uh, daily level, let's say daily average ATR range. Another type of target is that we use a higher structure. For example, if we look at higher time frame, in this case, we could speculate to have it open long to this support and resistance level. So now in this moment, this line is behaving as resistance, and probably market will try to retest this level. Another type of tactics is that we use fixed risk reward ratio 1 to 1 with 80% of probability on our side. Another one is that we use, for example, a first reversal. If market is starting, you see that market is growing, then it's starting reversing against. You fix your let's say half of your position and put your stop loss on break even, for example, and you are in risk-free position. And maybe your second target can be a higher structure target from higher time frames. This is why also we use different time frames, of course. This pattern also just give us better timing and risk reward ratio in overall much better than usual conventional stuff. Okay, I think this was really nice. Also, you can combine this break-even tactic with half of your position. Also for one-to-one targets. If you are not sure, you open the trade here. You just speculating on one-to-one and put your stop loss on break-even and waiting if market is able to go somewhere else. Okay, let's finish this day. I will just finish this day and I will share with you or I will go through your questions. Okay, market is going to this level, which also I like impulsive. Okay, we have you see we have impulsive movement here, consolidation, impulsive movement here. Let's check if fractal is formed. Also, you see here flip is not working. False breakout, probably. We have also similar situation here. Okay, we have nice situation here, so let's open the trade. You know the logic what is behind, so I think no explanation is needed at the moment. Okay, market is going to, let's say, first target one-to-one. Maybe we could speculate on the refreshment, but it's a little bit too late. And you see also one of our tactics. You see now that market is starting reversing. No volume here. Just show you. When you see when market is starting doing this consolidation, it means that the big players are not involved, which were able to push the market up. So let's see what is happening. And yeah, market just consolidating here. I think it's a good time to fix the position and take our $80 with one-to-one risk reward ratio. Okay, let's look at the result. Just trading our pattern for today. Okay, I just check the camera. If yeah, I will just switch off my camera to see our equity. You will now you should see that just trading our pattern, we took two trades and we were able to make around $250 or $236. So our first or our deposit was $10,000. So just trading two simple situation of the pattern with false breakout nuances, uh, it was kind of easy, I believe, for understanding. Okay, I just checked the question if there is any. Just a second. Okay, Daniel is asking, which assets from your experience does it this work well, and how often do you see this pattern? Okay, Daniel, this is very good question, or multiple questions. Uh, This works, actually, this works very well everywhere. Depends on your systems and depends on your tactics. We like volatile markets like GPUSD. We like gold. We like Brent. I also trade crosses with that very much. So also possible uh, futures. I also trade futures on like Nasdaq, on SME exchange. You can trade it S&P 500, I believe. You can trade it Dow Jones. Uh, yeah, of course. But this is for us mainly in these volatile markets. Also, I used to trade cryptocurrencies with that for some time. So also possible. Depends what you want and how often is this pattern performed on the markets. I think every day somewhere it's performed. You see on GPUSD you were able to find nice situation to trade with nice risk reward ratio for just one day. If market is in particular setup, you are able to find more patterns per day, even five. So depends. If market is in some time is not let's say in there is no nice setup for trade, can be also zero. To be honest, so it depends really. But for scalping, you are still able to find nice situation. For Nasdaq, you can switch to 30 seconds, for example, if you would like to scalp it very much, or if you are a trader who likes more time for different businesses or family, you can swing this pattern at 1 hour time frame on a 4 hour time frame. Let's say depends. Okay, I just check if there is any question. Okay, if there is not, let's move to the tips which I would like to share with you. The first one is the use this pattern in line with the trend with the trend main direction. You can set the direction of the trend based on higher time frames. As mentioned, I usually use 1 minute and 15 minutes time frame for 1 minute for timing for finding the patterns, 15 minutes for main trend direction. Also, you can choose various combination of the time frames for intraday trading. For example, you can use 5 minute time frame for scalping for intraday trading, and then you just select the priority direction time frame. Uh, you select the 1 hour time frame, for example, to combine this ratio. Trade the pattern with the combination with volume. This is really nice tip. Definitely, if you are trading futures or on a centralized exchange, this is really nice because you can take advantage of volume. If you see impulsive movement with bigger volume, means that there are more players involved, which is also confirmation that the volume is really there. It's not fake. So let's say that then you have more edge on your side. Also, I would like to encourage use this also for cryptocurrencies trading. If you are trading on Binance, also good to have it there, or a BitMEX, for example, if you would like to go for margin trading on cryptocurrencies. Check our social media channels like Facebook, New Patterns of Price Action, Instagram Horizon Strategy, and YouTube channel Horizon Trading, Twitter Horizon Trade. We put there our daily or weekly results, daily analytics, daily trades ideas for you, what we are thinking about, where we would like to open the position, what we would like to see there if in case of opening the position, and so on. Definitely check these channels if you would like to find out more about the Horizon, about us, and the ways how you can make money easily to not lose your money uh, just for fun. Let's say it is not fun for like losing money, but just it is a waste of time and money if you are trading and you are not successful, definitely check us in this case and inbuild this pattern into your strategy. If you are using some strategy which maybe is not performing well, or you would like to try different types of trading, maybe to raise your equity statistics, try inbuild this pattern into your strategy. Okay, I will just check the questions. Perfect. Everybody understands everything. It's always nice to see that. And final words. For anybody who would like to be more interested in Horizon and find out more patterns, that was just the one. We have six. We have also 20 scenarios how to trade in line with big picture and to raise your profitability. This is the nice pick, I believe, and it's very cheap for the knowledge. And what is the content of this program? You will learn from the actual situation of the markets. Actually, we will trade these patterns and the scenarios on the real markets, and you can trade with us. This is really nice, right? You can access to the classes records as in this webinar. Every class is recorded. There are also questions from the students and so on. So different point of view of understanding to make sure that you understand the content properly. And if you will not have time for the class, you can play it afterwards, or you can use it for the repetition. The tutorials and classes how to trade on exchanges with the leverage. This is really nice because I have experience on trading on BitMEX. We can show you how to trade with the margin, with the leverage, and to not be liquidated, for example, on BitMEX because they have special system of liquidation and margin counting, or Bitfinex also. You can watch us trading with real money, with real strategies we share with you and learn, as just show at this webinar why I opened the trade or Canadian yen. What is more behind? I just showed the pattern in this webinar, but there was many things behind why I opened the trade here and why I put this risk-reward ratio and so on. Everything must have certain rules. Then we will review your trades every lesson. After every lesson, every student must, but don't. It is not like must, but it should perform his homework. We give you homework. You should train at home, and we will look at the results, what you find, and where would you like to open the trade, and so on, to make sure that you are understanding the content correctly and you will not lose the money. We need to ensure that our clients are able to perform well. So this is one of the nice things to see. And also sometimes students are asking us, so, I am not sure it's very easy when you are showing that, of course, because I have more practice. But in case you are beginner, you will probably many people are struggling at the beginning. So this is why we are here to support you to go through these boundaries and you to to get faster to the results of professional levels on professional levels. We have also individual approach. Let's say that everybody is different, and we can also go through the discussion if this tactics is very good for you or not. Maybe you would like to change the time frames, different markets, because you are different type of person, and the trading strategy must be in line with the psychology of the trader. And the second one is personal coach assistance, meaning that we will check your also real results and so on, and maybe we will give you more hints because we also were struggling in some time, and we went beyond these struggles in the end. So definitely we will also check with you if you are okay with that and where the mistakes are. So this is the content of the program. If you are seriously interested in trading and you would like to make money or become a professional trader or just enhance your Forex trading skills or any market trading skills, definitely consider this. I believe that this is very good program, and I think I haven't seen that good for the price in the everywhere anywhere. So very nice. Uh, I will just check the question. You have now last chance to have some question for me. then I need to trade. So I will just check, and in 1 minute or 2 minutes, depends on the question, I will close the webinar. Any question, maybe about the program, maybe about the pattern, or whatever you want. You have just space for that. Okay, I believe that there is no question. So thank you very much for attending this webinar. I hope that you find this webinar helpful to see different type of insight of how to trade the markets professionally, how to put your odds on your side wisely. This is the purpose of the webinar, to help people. So again, thank you for watching, and maybe next time I will see you at another video. Meanwhile, I wish you take the best trade on Forex, future, cryptocurrencies, whatever market you trade.